Hey everyone, I don't know about you, but I've been sitting a lot lately for the past month and my low back hurts every day. And I do yoga like once a week. I don't do it as much as I should, but I was a yoga instructor, so I'm gonna try to do I'm gonna do a low back stretch sequence, and it'll probably be 10-15 minutes, so join me. So what we're gonna do first is child's pose, which is you bring your knees real wide and your toes together, and you stretch your hands forward. And then you just breathe in this pose. Take big, deep breaths in and out through your mouth. You're kind of breathing until you're expanding your low back area. Just taking big belly breaths, big breaths into your stomach. Then emptying all out. And then let's come up to all fours. And we'll do cat-cow, which is tabletop, and then you do cow pose where you look up and you let your belly fall down. You kind of tilt your tailbone up. And then cat pose is where you round everything in, curl your tailbone, and then inhale, do big cow, a big cow. And then exhale, you do cat. Inhale. And exhale. I'm gonna do a couple more of those. And maybe if you want to move it in a different way, do opposite. Sometimes I'll just do cow, but then I'll let my head go down. Or I'll do cat. Well, and then you can stretch your legs back if you want. Maybe looking over the opposite shoulder. Keep breathing. Then we'll come to tabletop. Then we're gonna do downward facing dog. I always have a towel on my mat because I'm used to hot yoga and I sweat. But for down dog, I need to not be on a towel. So then you tuck your toes under and you push your hips up. And just like bend each knee, get each heel a little closer to the ground. And really like push into your wrists. Into your palms, I should say. And then we'll walk up your hands up. Walk your feet up to your hands. And then we'll do a forward fold, which is bend your knees as much as you need to get your stomach on it. Then we're going to release the low back. Stay in this. I know it's uncomfortable, and you can grab opposite elbows if you want, or you can have your hands on the ground. And see how bended my knee is, but it still is releasing the whole back. This is like the most important pose for releasing your back. And you keep doing deep breaths. And with each inhale, you can bring your hips, maybe straighten your legs a little more. Each exhale, maybe bring your head a little closer to the ground. Inhale, hips. Exhale, can you expand a little more? Stay in this pose, unless you're really hurting. Being uncomfortable is okay, but having something be painful is not okay. So just know your body. But if it's uncomfortable, it's good. It's releasing something. It's, your body's growing. Like my legs are shaking right now. This is like really hard on your hamstrings. So let's come out of it. But where do we go now? And let's step back into tabletop. That's good. And then we'll come back into downward dog. Press it back up. Then you lift your right leg up we're coming right into a low lunge. So step it in and then drop this left knee. And then you're just gonna stretch out the hip a little bit. And you can even bend this knee outwards if you want. It kind of releases the pelvis back here. You might pop or crack. If you want to get lower, you can do that, or just stay, or if you want to just stay with both hands around that foot. And then we're going to do a twist. So your left hand's on the floor if your right foot is on the floor, and then you bring your right arm up. And then that's good. And then let's move back and lift the other leg up. I'm doing my left leg. Step it between, drop that right knee, and kind of just move into this hip, maybe move it out like that. That might feel good, that might not feel good, so keep it straight. Just breathe. Taking a few deep breaths, and then we'll move into our twist. I'm sorry, I'm a little cut off here. Okay. So planting the right hand if the left foot is down, and then bringing that left arm up. Doing this mini twist. This is good for your spine and for your shoulder. And releasing. Hang on. Okay, good job. All right, you can come back to tabletop like this. Oh yeah, we're gonna come down onto our back. So we're gonna do a back strengthening pose. This is good for strengthening the muscles along your spine. So you're on your stomach. We're gonna do cobra first. So bring your palms right next to your chest. So they're facing up. Your forearm is like straight up. And then exhale. Inhale, bring your chest up. Don't use your hand strength. Try not to. If you do, pull your hands back a little bit. Push your feet into the ground. You can't see my feet, but push your feet into the ground. And then exhale, come back down. Let's do that again. Bring your chest up. Exhale, come down. One more time. Bring your chest up. Inhale. And you can feel it along your spine right here. Exhale, come down. Then we're going to do a super yogi pose. Bring your arms out, or you can have your arms by your side. And your feet are hip width distance. They're not together, they're far apart. And you just come up. You can look forward or you can look down at your mat. If you can feel this part, this low back is strengthening right here. And then exhale, come down. And then just relax with your cheek on the mat. And next we're going to bring the feet close together, legs and feet together. Interlace your fingers at your back. If you can, if you want to use a towel, you can use a towel, but have your fingers facing up as you are holding onto the towel. And then come up and bring your feet off the mat and bring your arms up and chest up. So this is strengthening the muscles along your whole spine. And exhale, come down. And that's good. And we'll push back into that child's pose again, because that releases your low back. So we just like tighten the low back, and now we're like unclenching the low back. And take a few deep breaths while I check what's next. And then we're gonna come onto our backs. So turn around, lay on your back, and we'll come into a bridge pose. Sorry, so cut off in this video. Okay, bring your feet real close to your butt, and then your hands just by your side. And then we're gonna press into the heels, lift your hips up, and then you can kind of shimmy your shoulders underneath you and grab your hands, or you can just have your arms facing up like this, kind of pushing down into the mat. And try to release your glute muscles if you can, so that's more like strengthening this low back. You're using more of your thighs. And come down. And bring your feet together and your knees wide. And what should we do next? Let's do pigeon, because I really want this one. So bring your knees up, put your right heel on your left knee, and grab behind your left thigh and pull it in to the stomach. And then you can kind of push out on this with your right elbow. You can push out on your right knee with your right elbow if you want. And this is a good hip strengthener, hip stretch. Because we're sitting all the time, so it's like your hips can get tight and your low back can get tight. Everything can get tight, so it's just good to stretch it out. Let's release that. Bring the other knee, other heel on top of the other knee. Grab behind, pull it in. Maybe press out on the left knee with the left elbow, if that feels good. Just hold it here. You roll a little towards the right hip. And keep breathing. Okay, let's bring that down. And let's do a twist, and then we'll be done. So bring both legs straight for right now. And bend the right knee. Bring it up and over the left. So you're doing a big twist, and then your right arm goes out to the right, and then you look out over towards your right arm. But keep the right shoulder on the mat. So twist as much as you can. With this, you're kind of twisting from the mid-spine through the hip and then through the knee. So you're getting this kind of side stretch and also like a back stretch, but keep that shoulder down. Keep breathing, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and on the next inhale, bring that knee up, slowly, oh my gosh, and then straighten that leg down and bend the left knee, and bring the left knee with the left hand, or the right hand, and guide it over to the right, and look out towards the left. But keep this left shoulder on the mat. So your shoulders are facing the ceiling and your hips are facing the wall. Keep breathing. Do an inhale. And the longer you stay in this pose, you'll feel like you can kind of go a little deeper than you thought you could. As your muscles get used to it and they'll kind of release. I know at first they can clench up. My hip flexor is still clenched up. I can feel it. It kind of hurts, but it doesn't hurt. It's like uncomfortable, but just to stay in the pose and kind of, it helps your muscles to release. And then breathing through it helps as well. And next inhale, come back up. Ooh. Ouch. That doesn't really hurt. My hips really are tight. So now it's just Savasana. So just literally just lay on your mat. Maybe pull your shoulder blades. Sometimes your shoulders can go up like this. But kind of try to like move them under you. So you have this nice open chest, open hips. Your legs are not like, your feet are not together, they're kind of wide. And then bring your arms out as feels good. Palms facing up. Close your eyes. And take a few deep breaths, but kind of let your breath come back to normal. And just do nothing for a while. You don't have to think about anything. I'll let you go eventually. But you don't have to think about anything right now. Just relaxing. You can kind of feel your face like melt. Your skin like is like a little. Make sure your tongue is not pressed up against the roof of your mouth. Let it go. Let your jaw go. Starting to bring some movement back into your fingers and toes. If you're ready to come out. If you want to move on with your day. I know we're all busy. Then you can roll over onto your side. Oh, then kind of press yourself up into a seat as we come back. And take a seat and maybe close your eyes again. Bring your hands onto your knees, palms facing up. We'll take one deep breath. So let your exhale go right now. Take one big inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Thank you for doing this with me. And I hope your back feels a little better. And I know we're all sitting. So do this every day, do this once a week, and it will help release your back and help you feel better, I hope. We're all in this together. See you later.